Which side?
Hello, ma.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering if you could share us the link to this, where you got the status bar or how you got it, because I'm
It's
lost.
on the WhatsApp group. I sent it there. Like I've sent those link, all the link I'm using for today's class. I already sent it on the WhatsApp group. So just go back to, I think that was on Wednesday, and you'd see all the links.
In,
Links to get this illustration, link to get the status bar. That's like the last link. So now let's say I want to carry this one. This is what I want to carry. This one now, like this. I'll just carry it and I'll drag it up. I'm sorry, my system is kind of freezing. You don't see what? This is, you just come here and this part where it has field, this is where you change your color. I've been seeing this since this part. Anything color, just click on what you want to change the color and look at this part of your screen and you see color.
Sorry, I have a question. When you went to the story set, what did you type for your
Yeah, you're welcome. So I just copied one of the status bar and I is freezing and I don't like it. So I'll use my shift and it's not, you can see that the text is not in my onboarding screen. That's why I can't do anything. So this is the first one. This is the text and put it inside the onboarding screen and I'll view it again. So this is what we have here.
Please, where are you clicking to view it? Huh?
View, I said it in class. This play button, just click on play and it will open a new screen. But you can notice that this this doesn't fit because I'm using an iPhone 13. So let's go back to our so I'm going to choose one
Please,
of
Esther,
these.
mute your mic.
So I'm going to copy this instead of that first one that I copied. I'm going to just copy this. So because I'm using an iPhone 13, this other one is not fine. This one is for iPhone 6, Oppo, iPhone 6, 7, and all of that. So let's go back to our app and we copy this. Please, if you're unmuted, can you please mute so that I can hear myself? I'm going to paste it back on. Please, who is unmuted? Okay, so now that I have this, I'm going to select from one of these instead. So I'll select this one, Ctrl C, and I would go here. So you can keep this here. Ctrl V. Okay, so I'll just copy it and bring it up here. So
Can mute
the
your mic now. You're disturbing.
and this is it. So let's see which is better. This is better. This is how our normal screen looks like. So quickly, before we go on break, this is supposed to be 3. So I'm going to duplicate this and change the image and the text. That's the only thing you need to do when you get to this other point. You just get to duplicate, Ctrl D, and
Please kick her
who is
out of.
that? Please. Okay, so replace this picture. This is 311 by 311. So I'll just come here and I'll say this is 500 by 500. I'll say 311 by 311. So I'll delete this and I'll put this here. Realize it. Change the text and the other one. Then I'm going to do the same thing for this. And maybe I'll use this last one or this. Let me use this. So the same size, 311 by 311. And I'll delete this. I'll delete this and I'll bring this in. So I'll centralize it and that's it for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, now this part is not going to be just this. So what is going to happen is I'm going to move this, and I'll move this off a bit and I'll centralize it. Now the reason is because this is the
Sorry,
part
please,
now where you get to,
how did we centralize it? Sorry.
you just use any of this alignment box
Oh, I
and
see. Okay.
centralize it. But if you don't want to use it, if you can be very patient, you have to wait to see this red line. Once you see, can you see the red line on my screen? Once you see a red line, it will show
Yes.
you if it's centralized or not. Once you see it's equal, but this is so time consuming, so it's just better I use that one. So now you will see what I'm going to do now. So instead of next, this is going to be sign off, sign off, and I'll centralize this. Instead of this to be like this, I'm going to click on this, on the rectangle. I will remove you can say I will remove this field, the color, by clicking minus, and I will add a stroke instead. And I'll change the stroke to be red, to be this color. And then I'm going to change my text to be this red color, and I'll say login. Once it's like this, you can either drag it from here or you just come to this place and click on this auto width, and that's it. You are done with this and this. So this is what you get when you come into any website, into any mobile app. Any mobile app you visit for the first time, this is how you see it. That first screen is not there. This is what you see. First of all, see the logo, then you see the welcome screen. Now there's something I did not do. Now let's go back and do it.
How did you get to this place where I can see it on the phone?
Remember this play. You first of all go to prototype. Once you go to prototype, below it you see prototype setting. Then select the phone on that device. Then
Okay.
click on play. That's it. So you notice that I did not do something, which is this is the first one. So what will happen here? The second one, this should not be first. This should be second. And the third one, this should be last. So I'll just move it with my arrow key to the last screen. And now let's go back and view it. So you can see it. This is the first screen. Once I come on the first, so it assumes that once I click on next, it should move to the next screen. Once I click on next again, it should take me to the next screen where I can either sign off or log in. So it's a few minutes to break time. We'll come back from break. From that 12 to 1, I'm going to give you that time to complete this. Now, once you complete this, let me delete this. Once you complete this, then we'll take it up from there. Well, everybody will just have to complete this first 3 screens for your design, for your group onboarding screens. It's 3. Some people used to have as high as 4. Now, people that used to have 4, they used to add more things to it. So if you want to have more than, but 3 is the standard, though 3 is the standard.
Please, what's the maximum?
For now, in the sense that some people will decide to remove this login and sign in and put it on the 4th screen and add another picture. Maybe they have other information that they want to tell you, other things that they want to give to you. So maybe they want to tell you more about the app. You remember that you will not use the same text for each of them. Each will have different text. The reason why I did not change it is because it's me. That's why I did not change it. So let me see if I can show you all. So there's something I would have loved to show us. But I think when we come back from break, I'll export it and it just show us. So this is onboarding, right? This is what we are doing when we come back from break. Okay.
I'm coming. Okay, after you chose this iPhone 13 Pro screen, did you do any other thing to the screen?
No, I didn't. I just click on play and
Okay, and my next question is, while I was designing this thing and then the password you gave us, I tried to look for colors, to color the background. I did not find.
so what I used to do most time is I will just use the exact color that I'm using on my logo. Then once I want to change it to background, so this is it. Let me show you. I need to restart my system. I'll do that before we come back from break. So this is red color. It's the exact red that we are using here. But the only thing I did is instead of using that red, I had to come to this side of the screen. So once I click on my color, you see, you cannot use anyone from this part, this side that is almost white. So that's what I did. Use the color from your logo and work.
Sorry, please, what website did you go to get the status bar for the phone?
It's on the WhatsApp group chat. Go
I
to
know
that. The what?
No, I think there are different websites. Which particular one did you go to? Is it Flexible or UI Hot?
No, so the last one, the last link, that is a very long link.
That's on Draw. Is it on Draw?
Yeah, no, on Draw. The last link is a Figma link. You see it, Figma. That's the link.
Okay, I've seen it.
Or better still, you can go to what is it called? Your Figma. You can go back and go to community and search for status bar. You'd see different ones. But that one is like me extracting the exact link and sending for you.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm new into this. What does she mean by status bar?
This is the status bar. This up, this here.
I'm not seeing your screen roll.
Can you see it?
No.
I think your network.
Let me say network. This is what we call the status bar. When you look at your phone, if you look at your iPhone or any phone, that first thing you see once you look at your screen, that's the status bar.
Hello, ma.
Hello?
Please, can you help me with that colors
The
dot
link.
co?
The link,
Yes,
right?
I'm not getting it. Yes.
Let me share the link on the group chat now on the color.co. Yeah. I'm sharing it to the group now. My WhatsApp is okay. So guys, it's break time. Let's go for we can come back by 12 o'clock. And when by 12 o'clock, just know that I'm not teaching. You're just going to complete this part. Because if you don't complete this, there's no way you can move to the next part. Okay, no, I'm going to explain something. I think in 10 minutes, then we'll take the other part, do the onboarding screen, and you know how we do it. Send it on the chat once you're done. Export, send it on the chat. 2% hands are up. So we'll take 2 minutes, please. Your
Hello, ma.
hand is up. Yes, hello.
Okay, ma. Please, is there another site for the illustration? And
Yes,
I
I
haven't.
sent 4 different sites. One is story set, one is on board, on Drove, sorry, and one other one. So you can even use Google to look for it. You can even use iStock, that place that we got icons logo. You can use it. So
Okay.
anywhere you see any image that you like that is related to what you're doing, you can download it. It can be a real picture. So you must not even need use illustration. You can be a real picture that really says what you want to do.
Thank you, ma.
Yeah, you're welcome. Do you want to ask a question before I go off? I need to restart my laptop. Hello? Okay, so no question. We're on break officially.
Sorry, please, are we on break?
Oh, okay. So let's go back to our app. We we are done with this part. So what I mean that by we are done, I mean I'm done with this part. You guys will continue after this next step. That next step I want to show us. Now remember that this is a flow. Yeah, we've not talked about user flow. I think on Monday I'm going to cover that. Now this is a flow, and for a flow, you should be able to tell us how your users would be transported. Should I use the word transported? How your users will move from one place to another. That's what a flow is. So anytime you're designing a flow, you should be able to tell them how. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, you should be able to tell them how they would move from point A to point B. That's what a flow is. Now, when a user comes to your app or to your website, they should be able to get flows on how they need to move. Now, say they move from point A, this is point A, which is the first screen, and they get to this second screen. You welcome them well with smile and everything. They get to the third one, they get to the fourth one, and now they have an option to either sign up or to log in. Now I'm going to show us how to do the sign up screen. So I'll control D as usual, and then I'll delete all of this. I'll delete this. I'll delete this, and I'll just bring this up. I'll ungroup first, and I'll delete this, and I'll bring this up. Remember that for anything you are doing, you need to know the details of what you want to request from your users. So let me show something. Okay, let me use this to show it. I'm just going to show this. Now, this is not the very fine screen, but a very fine design, but is second. Like I said, different folks for different ways. Now, this right, and this is their own. This is their own. This you can see how the flow is going. This is their hello guys. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes, can you?
Yes, we can
Yes.
hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
At the end of the day, this is what your project should look like. like at the end of the day. What we are just doing is just this first part. And we have 2 weeks. Now remember that inside these 2 weeks, you still need to do your capstone project. So this is the flow. This is just the first flow that this is where we are now. Before you now get to the home page, for those of you that will be selling agricultural products, when you get to the home page to list your products like this, depending on the approach you want to take for your own. Some people's own will be just educational parts. Now, this is where I want to come in. I know that we all have different ideas, and some of you have ideas of how you want to be able to educate people on the app, how you want to be able to do this. But I would advise and suggest that you pick a feature, a particular feature, and work with. Because of the time constraint, you might not be able to design all of these things, but I'll look for a way to make it more easy, that you get to design just important screens because you still have your capstone project to work on. Now, this is payment flow. You can see that they have different flows. This is their payment flow, where you have your delivery address and all of that. Now, this is chatting flow, and the different types of flow that this is call. This is call parts and all of that. You can see that each feature, depending on the feature, you have your different. You can see this part. This is notification, order, cards, and so on and so forth. So let's go back to the app now. We have given them the option to either sign up or log in. Now it's the part for them to sign up. So you can just say, I can see decide to maintain this my welcome to safe lock, but then I'll just come here and say, or kindly create an account, or okay, let me remove this from the welcome to safe lock to register an account. Register an account. It's not the best copy to use here because for the purpose of this class. So I'll just come back and see kindly. This is 16, yeah. Kindly fill in your details correctly to continue. So I can decide now to reduce this. I can decide to reduce it, and I'll come here, I'll reduce this one also. And I'll reduce that one also from 24 to 20. I have my reasons. And now there's something I'm going to do. I'm going to drag this here. And I would keep this a bit upward. Okay. Now I need something. I need a back button. So I'll go back to my assets, to my plugins, and I'll say under plugin, I'll look for a plugin that I have here. So I'll go to save plugins and I'll look at all the plugins I have. All. So I'll go to I'm looking for okay, look at it, the material design icons. So I'll just click on material design icons and I'll see back button. I'll see back. So I'll change my icons to outline. So you can see we have different types of icons. We have view, we have outline, we have rounded. So I'll just choose outline and I'll say back. Let's see what we have for back. Oh, it showed me something. So this is the back I'm looking for. So I'll just drag it in. Oh, this is speed. So I'll just drag this in. So I have this. I'm going to reduce the size. After I finish reducing the size, I'll pick up my rectangle, my circle because I want to do something better. Is it I put up my circle or I put up my rectangle? Anyone. I can just say to I'll just bring this in. Now I can't see it, so I'll just right click. For anytime you can't see something that you put on another object, just right click and click on bring to front so that you bring what you want to be in front to in front. So I'll align it very well and I'll group it. Now for this, I'll remove the color. I'll just remove the color instead. I'll remove the color and add a stroke instead. And I'll change the color from normal black to where's the other black that I used? 1919, yeah, and I'll change this also to this. So now that I have these two, I'll just group it, I'll just reduce the two together and I'll take it here. So this is my back button. Remember laws heuristic principle. Allow your users, give them freedom to be able to live a particular process that they don't feel comfortable with. Now the next thing I'll do is I'll get to create my form input. Now this is how to create your form input. You get to select, oh sorry, I meant to hold down shift. So remember to make it, I'll make it 50 and I'll drag to the end. Okay. So let me see. Okay, this and this. Now this is it. Now I'll bring this a bit downward and I would copy this Ctrl D and I'll bring this downward too. And once it's like this, I'm going to reduce this size to say 12. And I'm going to say first name. First name. I'll move it to this part and I'll keep it there. This I'll make it a bit rounded, say 5. And I'll copy this again, Ctrl D, and I'll bring it inside and I'll bring it up, bring to front, and I'll reduce it to say 10. And I'll say enter last name, enter first name here. And I'll drag down to this point. Now, this is how it's supposed to be. First, I will reduce this. I'll reduce this to say 50, the opacity, because I want it to be blur. So this, I'm going to copy this, Ctrl C, and I'm going to remove the fill color of this, and I'm going to use a stroke instead. And I'll make my stroke this color, but I'll reduce it to say 20. What am I using here? I'm using 10. Then what am I using here? 50, and this is 20. Let me see 10. Okay, 10 is better. So I can just reduce this opacity to 30. And what I'm going to do is this, I'm going to say 80. And I'll just group all of them together. I'll just group it and I'll group it. Now I have my form input. So I have my form input. Now, depending on what I want to ask people to for the registration, I'll just Ctrl D it. So maybe let's say I'm asking for first name and last name. First name, last name. Last name. So I'll duplicate Ctrl D again and I'll bring downward. Now I can be doing it like this, but no, let's not do it like that. So let me just hold this together, and I'm going to press Shift and A, auto layout. Now I'm going to teach us auto layout, but not today. But just note Shift and A is to add auto layout. Now I'll just click on one and I'll click Ctrl D and just be duplicating it so that it will be taking the same position that I want. And here I will say this should be email address. So you just get to align it to email address. Oh, this is one thing. This is going to do that I won't like. Okay. Okay. You can see how my red line is helping me align it. So it can be enter email address. So hold down shift and align it. Then this should be phone number. Phone number. This should be phone number and this should be password. So remember to remove one of these. So I'm not asking much. I'm just asking for few things. So I'll just and I'll see password. Bring it there. So you don't need to use the auto layout actually. Don't use it. You can just be duplicating it with your Ctrl D and be going. This first one is already bad, so I'm going to just delete it. So let me ungroup it. Let me remove auto layouts. I don't want to confuse us with the auto layout. That's why I'm removing it. So that we don't get confused at the end of the day. Ctrl G, when we use our Ctrl G and we are aligning it together instead. So this is first name. Okay, password we are done and this will sign up. Now the something we did not add. Remember to always add it. Now I'm going to bring this and I'll say Ctrl G and I'll bring it down and I'll say already have an account. Then login. So for this I'll read this bold. You can either you can also change the color of this. You see your red color, depending and centralize it. So I'm going to group all of this. I'm going to hold this, ensure that they are all centralized. I'll centralize it and I'll centralize it. I'll group it, Ctrl G, and you can see. Now let's look at my design. Let's look at the design here and see how it's appearing. If it's something we might need to work on again or leave it like that. So you can see how it is. So this is our login screen. This is our sign up screen, sorry. So this is too small. The text is too small. So I'll go back and maintain our initial text, which is the 24 and 16. So I'll come here and I'll say 24 and I'll make this 16 again. So I really don't like the idea of making this to be center, these two. So I'm just going to click on this and align this, just these two, and align it to this part. Move this a bit to align it also. And this is it. Let's view it now. You can see the difference. So this is how you build your typical login and sign up. So now let me just quickly do the login screen because I want to add some things to the login. Now maybe I did not add anything to this, but for the login, I'm just going to say login your account. Let me just change this. Login your account. So for login, you would have just email address and password, right? So I'll delete this one, delete phone number. For fast email address and password, I'll just bring this off a bit. I'll move this, a bit and give it space. Now for the password, I want to do something. I want to bring in an icon. I want to bring in something. So I'll just go to my plugin. I'll right click, go to plugin, and I'll go to my material design icon. So also install that. And I would say I'll bring in this I. Let's see if they have it here. If they don't, then I'll show you where else you can get it. So this is what I'm looking for. Invisible, but this is I can't get that because or since I can't get that, since I can't get that, I can improvise. So I'll just download this, bring in this, and I'll reduce this to the size. I'll reduce the size to see what I want. Then I'll change the color as usual to what I want. Then I'll bring in my line and I will draw to cover it. But now this is another place where you can download icons. So you can go to fonts.google.com. So it's just google.fonts, just include fonts.google.com, and you come to icons. So once you get to icons, you can just type anything you want to type. So let me say I. So this is what I'm looking for. This particular icon, visibility off. So once I type you can ask it to either download it as SVG. So I've downloaded it as SVG. Now you can see that this is the same thing I'm already doing here. So I can decide not to download that one and still do it there. But if you can't do it yourself, you can just download it. You see that it's almost the same. It's the same thing. It's not almost. It's the same thing. Just need to align your work, centralize it, and I've gotten what I want. Now let me bring in the one I just downloaded. Place image. Okay. So I'll just place it here. Place image. Look at it, they are both the same. No difference. So I'm using this instead. I'll be using this one that I just downloaded instead. So I'll just bring this here and I would take it to the center and I'll place it. So once I place it, I'm going to group it so that let me see this. I'm going to put it in the group. Okay, so I've put it in the group and I'll leave it there. So let me change this color to the color that we've been using since. Now Who can tell me what next I need to do? This is too close together, so let me bring it out a bit. So I think that's why I did not really feel it. Okay. So now the next now is there's something we used to add here. Forgot password. Forgot password. And you put your question mark and you place it here. I'll reduce this now to 12 or 14. Then there's one other thing they used to put here. So I'll go to back to my plugins and I'll go to material design and I would look for a plugin called, is it toggle? No. Checkbox. I think checkbox or toggle on and off. They don't have it here, so I'll go to my other to this Google front.google and I'll say checkbox. Okay, I can even see it here. I can see it by just typing check. So I can either use this circle or I can use the checkbox itself. So let me download the circle and I'll download as PNG SVG and I'll come back to my app. And what is this? This is the overhead ID. Where this is, I'll come to this place and I'll place link. This is the one I downloaded, yes. But I'll just reduce it. Reduce it. This is 514. So I'll reduce this to 14 by 14 really. So I'll make it 14 by 14 by 14. So I want it to match with the size I already have here. So let's align these two together first. Yeah. So then I'll bring this to the end of this. Then I'll copy this Ctrl D and I'll bring it back here. And I'll say remember me. So let's group all together by aligning them to the center. Then I'll group it. So for this, I can just change the color to any color that we're using. The reason why I don't like the red, but I'll change it to the red. You can leave the text like this. So you can see that our designs, our login is coming out small. Okay, so this one is don't have an account. Instead of already have an account, don't have an account, then it should be what? Register or sign off. Anyone you want to use. Or now there's one more thing, which is the other option that you can give users. That's if you're implementing it in your design. If you're not, hold down shift, draw your line, then I'll copy this and I'll control C it and I'll come here and I'll paste. I'll drag it out here and I'll see. Is it or? Yeah, it's or. That should be here. Who has an idea of what I want to do? I'll control D this one and I'll bring it to this part. I'll hold down shift and I'll bring it to this part. So I'll keep the or in the center here. And I would align all together. I'll ensure they are both centralized and I'll group it. So before I group it, I'll reduce the our normal color that we are using. Then I'll reduce it to 40 or 50, depending. No, 40 or 50 is still not nice for me. So let's reduce it to 20. This should be like say 60. Now the next thing is to bring in Google. So I'll just go here and I'll say Google. Google icon. I don't even know why I came down to this place. Okay, so I'm looking for Google icon. So I'll just download one Google icon. Okay, yeah, this is it. So I'll copy it, copy image, and I'll come to my this thing. The reason why I don't like downloading is so that my app will not be full, not because I want to, so that my laptop will not be full. That's why I don't normally download. Okay, so I would hold down my shift and I would reduce this. I'll reduce this and I'll bring it up here, reduce. So what I'll do is I'll pick up one of this my sign up button, sign up, I'll pick up this. So this is what I want. So I'll copy it, Ctrl C, and I'll come down and I'll paste it, Ctrl V. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll delete this and I'll ungroup this and I'll delete this and I'll put in this and I'll reduce it to another side. I'll reduce it a bit and I'll leave it at the center here. No, I'll increase it, sorry. Let it be like this, 20 something by 20 something. Then I'll copy this text, Ctrl C, and I'll paste it. And I'll bring it here and I'll say sign in with Google. And I'll make it bold. I'll Ctrl G it and I'll centralize this and centralize it and I'll group it, centralize it. So I can decide to now say, instead of just leaving the or here, I'll say instead of or, I'll say or login with. So this is what I'm going to write instead. So this line I'll reduce it to say 140 so that I'll
Please, where
have
did
more
you get
space.
the line from?
From your shape, from your toolbar.
Okay, okay.
So make this 110 the line. 120 or 110, yeah, 120. And I'll make this 120. And I'll drag this backward and see if there's a space. Then I'll make it. Okay, so this is this very nice. This very nice. We want to change our text. We need to change our text. Remember our text color. And I think bold is too much. Let me make it at medium. No, or semi-bold. Semi-bold. Okay. So let's see what we have for our login. You can see that screen is not there. You know why the screen is not there? Remember the last thing, what I said previously. If you can't find your screen after viewing, just know that it's not in the frame. This is it. You can see that it's not in the frame. And which frame is this? This is it, splash. This is it. So I'll just carry this one and put it in our splash. So you see why it's nice that you will know what you're doing. Okay, so this is it. We have it back here now.
Come again, ma. Please come again. About knowing
If you
how
can't
to.
find, this is what we are working with. If you can't find, oh, there's something that was not even part of it, which is this our eye that we included. So if you want to look for that kind of thing, where's the eye? Where's this? There's something that is here that is not supposed to be here. Okay, this is not part of it. So if you look for something and you can't find it, all you need to do is check outside the frame. You're going to see it. Just drag it in and put it in the right place, in the place you want it to be. And that's all. So now you already know the tax. I don't need to mention it. Now, aside doing this, I want us to finish the authentication flow, like this flow, that's the onboarding flow. We already have our splash screen from the 10 minutes or 15 minutes I gave to us in class. You will do this, the onboarding. You will do the same onboarding. You will do this. You will do your login. You will do your sign up. You do your register. You do your login. And then you will not do the remaining screens. When I mean the remaining screens, there's a forgot password. So once I click on forgot password, you should do a forgot password screen. You should do forgot password screen. That's for people to sign in to do their new password. All these things I'm saying, you just need to go online and see forgot password, UI, and you see. Remember that I said something when we were doing laws of UI. You don't create on your own. You don't create new things. You don't invent. What you do is you follow what is already existing and work on it. Now, this is a forgot password screen. The first stage for forgot password is for them to put their email address. When they put their email address, you now ask them to. I'm trying to look for one that is very good. Okay, something like this. It should be, the header will be forgot password. Kindly put in your email. You know how you recover your password, right? So it's that kind of design. So this is another sample. Forgot password. There will be a box for them to put in their email. Then next, after email, you can either tell them to select their phone to receive it as text or this. But since this should be the first screen. But this should be this first screen. So when they choose, can you see it? So when they choose, they will now get to either send it as SMS and all of that. This is another sample. Forgot password. Once they put in their email address, the next thing will be verification. You tell them a code has been sent to your account, then there will now be a box to either do it, to put their new password and repeat new password, and that's it. So are we clear on it? So by the time you are done, we should have at least 10 screens here. Okay, so let me quickly show you an example that I did. I'm going to skip the, what's it called? I'm going to skip the logo part. So let me stop sharing. See, I remove the logo because the app is not out and it will not be nice that people are already seeing the logo. So let me stop sharing.
Sorry, I have a question.
Okay.
Sorry, why did you stop sharing the screen?
Well, I want to show us something, but I want to skip the logo. Like that means the organization logo.
Okay.
Do you get now? So it's an app I'm working
No,
on and it's not out. Can you hear me?
yes, I can hear you.
It's an app I'm working on, but it's not out. So it will not be fair that I include the logo.
Okay. Sorry, that was actually not my question. But I was going to ask a question based on your screen. That's why I asked first why you took out the screen.
Oh, okay. No, that my screen will soon come back. Let me just set what I need to set for this. Each 12, each 75 by each 12. Okay, yeah, that's it.
I'm not seeing your screen, no.
Yeah, I know I'm setting something. I'll soon come back, please. I need to set this here. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen now. So at the end of it, this is what. Now this is also another registration that I did, but you can see that I made it more. Let me see how to make it to screen. Okay, I made it more lively by including logos, icons, and all of that. So you can see this part. You can see that I have a privacy policy and part of it. So this is what I want to show you how to this is what I want to see. Now this is the login. After login, this is that verification part where they need to verify. Now for you to get this, what's it called this, you need to go to community and you search for keypads in community and you see keypads. You see, so at the end of the day, this is forgot password. This is the email address part where they need to put their their stuff. So they need to put their new password, repeat password, then account changed password changed successfully. This is how they get to verify on the website. So these are the screens I want to see from you. You can see the flow. After login, they enter password, enter code to verify. This forgot password. They check their mail to put in the password, verify. They repeat password and case closed. So that's what I wanted to show us. Okay, let's go back to the other design that we did. You can now ask your question from Ash.
I'm sorry, please. I have a question to ask.
Okay.
Okay, please. I'm sorry for taking you back. This welcome to Lock. Please, how do you get the pictures, the fingerprint, all those pictures? How do you get them?
I got
And
this
then,
from story sets.
what do you say?
Story set, illustration. So once you select the illustration, anything that comes with it, you will use it.
Please, how do you do that, please?
Please, you have to watch the recordings. I think you're just joining the class because that's what we've been doing since before we went on break.
My network.
Sorry. I have a question. For that status bar, did you use separate bars for different icons?
No, I just picked one from the screen. I just copied one. So one has the 3. This is for 1, 2, 3, 4. Yet it has all. So you just need to copy it and paste it there, then adjust it to fit your screen.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, my question is this login page that you did, where did you get this thing from? Was it from that place we got the status bar from?
Where did I get what?
Is it
The
a
icons.
already? Yes. Not the
You can
icons
go
like
to.
okay, sorry.
So if you want to get the icons I use, you can go to font.google.com and just type in anything you want and you see all of these things and you download it. But if it's not the icon, I think you should explain what you mean by all of these things I downloaded online. Then the other ones are just rectangles.
What I mean is that this login your account thing, it wasn't copied from anywhere. You did it individually.
Yeah, it wasn't. I did it individually.
Okay. Then
They
you
are all
remember me. You got
text, and I got the icon on Google, and this is the text that is following it.
okay. Then lastly, how did you make the line, that straight line where or login with? How did you make it like lined, it's very because my own is not looking
So
very
this is line. You just come to line, and you hold down shift and draw to where you want to stop. Now the only thing I did was to manipulate the color. So instead of using 100%, you can decide to use 30 or 20 for your color, and that's it. Or 10, depending on how you want it to appear.
I'm saying, how did you
Then
make
after
everything
that, so how did I make everything? So I just click on the first one, hold the text, click on the last one, come to your alignment tab. I mostly use this one, this align vertical center. Yes.
Okay.
So everything will now stick together. Yeah.
But you have to copy them with the alignment key, right?
You have to click on one, hold down shift, click on the other, hold down shift again and click on it. So even if you have 10 of them, you either hold and click on them one after the other, or you come from outside. But this outside one might get to copy everything. You can see it copied everything and not just the lines. So that's why it's advisable to use shift and the rest. This is question time. We have 8 more minutes. If there's no other question, this is 6. I should be expecting like 15 more. So guys, where you want to share it, I'm going to tell admin is going to create a link where you can upload. You can just upload the link just where you do your attendance. But if you want to share it, this is how you share it. Instead of because this is going to be a lot, you can't post 10 of them at once. Or no, export all. So, but now if you want to export all, you have to click on this hold down sheet, click on the second one, click hold down sheet, probably all that you want to export. But what you need to know is when you export it, it's not going to come out as picture, it's going to zip it. So you have to unzip the file for you to be able to now see it. Alternatively, for you to share your link, this is what you do. You come to this part where we have share. Just click on share link, and you copy the link and paste the link on the group chat. I would see it. So I'm going to copy this one. Yes, I'm copying it. Someone said I should share it so that you would use it as an example. So just copy, and this is my own link. So you can use mine to create yours. So is there any other question? I'm guessing there
Yes,
is
my
not.
another question
Okay.
is, do we also have to
Okay.
go and manual? Is there like a plugin where you can just have all your icons together? Do we have to always go and manually find icons on Google?
So
Illustrations on.
we have plugins. Now we have plugins, material design plugin, but most of these plugins sometimes are not free. And issued. Oh, okay. Thank you for reminding me. I wanted to show us that. So you can go back to files, go to community. This is where you have community, right? Explore communities, and you can come and see icons, material design icons.
Mhm. I see.
So this is icon X. You can see iconate. We have over 300 icons here. This is icon library. So let me just click on
Okay.
this iconate. I've never used this, but let's see. I'm going to open it in Figma. This is supposed to be another day class, but it's better I do it now so that you can see how to get all the icons from. Okay, so these are icons. I don't like this particular icon, so I don't like them. You know, I have to look for another one, please. Please, everybody, avoid iconates. Avoid it. So let me just say material design icon. Okay. So it's just the icon I'm looking for. Yeah, this is it. So I'll just open this. Any of the material design icons that you need. So the reason I'm doing this is because it has 5 themes. So I'm going to open in Figma again.
Mhm.
Okay, so now I have all my icons here. You can see field icons, outline icons. So I'll just go with outline. I'll go with outline icon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag or copy all like this, and I'll control C it. Come to your main design page. Oh, have I closed it? Oh, let me go back. Oh. I need to go back to. Okay, I need to come back to my app. Usually your hand is up. So now you can see that this is page 1. So I'm going to click on this, and I'll click the page +2 icon. This is page 1. This is where our design is. So I'll say design. I will name this as design. We are going to get into that next week. Now I'll move this upward, and I'll do this as assets. So there's something called assets. Or anything that we'll use for our design, that is where we'll place them. So I'll just put all those icons that I already copied from here. I'll place them under my assets panel. People are not joking, though. I can see like 15 people on my board. So these are the icons. I have the icons now. Now the best thing about this is when I go back to my design, I don't necessarily need to always come in. Now let's say I need an icon, I need a back icon. I can just click on assets here and I'll search for all my icons. So under this, I would see under assets, I can just see all the icons. I can just see mail. I can just type for mail and you would see them. Once I see it, I just drag it and drop it, or I just click on it. I just click on it and it's going to appear on my screen. Has it appeared? Yes, it has. It's either you drag and drop. Yes, it has. You drag it from where you see it and drop it and use it on your design like this. So if I'm looking for back now too, I'll just say arrow. Is arrow back? I'll say arrow is going to search for it. And this is what I want. So instead of going back and forth to design at every point, you can just use it from here. So this is the arrow I used, right? This is it, yes. This is the back arrow I used. And I'll just, that's it. So remember to put all of these back arrows here, because in as much as you give your users option to skip, you can also give them option to go back. But the reason why I did not include it is because I have this, so I can use when prototyping, I can use this and prototype it. That once I click on the second one, it should take me back to the second one. But till then, you just need to put your icons on that assets panel so that you can be using them from here instead of going back and forth, instead of always going to type them. You can see them. So are we clear on that? I need to do is 1 o'clock. I need to go off.
Yes, thank you.
All right, guys. You're going to see physically on Monday.
Sorry, before you go, how did you round your button bar? How did you round?
Okay, this is it. Once you click on it, at this part where you can either increase the height or the width. This is this part. You can see corner radius. So you just give it the number that you want to give it. I gave it 10. You can give it 50. You can give it 60. You can give it 100. Anyhow you want to round it. But let me stick to my 10.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Any other question, you're free to ask it on the WhatsApp group chat. See you all on Monday.
Concerning the assignments, can you please, like all the assignment that you said to tender on Monday, can you please just give a breakdown?
I have a question.
So is Esther in this class? Esther, please just help me curate it and send it again on the group chat. All the ones that I've given from the first time. Is
See
Esther
my
here?
Esther.
Yes, so you're Esther.
Is it my Esther? Is it from the
yes, it's your Esther, agricultural Esther. It's you now, it's you. Okay, who has a question? I can see Olajide on my feed. I can see Adiola. I can see Ayoka, Oluwatemilore. Okay, the last question before I go, please. I need to report back to. Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Is this asset, like how did you bring those icons to that asset? I didn't get it.
So you just need to create the page yourself, then copy all the icons. Then Then once you get to your asset, this is how to create a new page. You just need to use plus, add a new page, write what you want to write. If it's what you copied, you just need to paste it there. Me, I had to save it as assets. You can decide to say, okay, these are my icons, and type it as icons and not assets.
Okay.
And just copy and paste. So once you copy and paste, when you want to use it in your design, instead of always going back and front, you just need to these parts of assets and search for the particular icon you're looking for and use it. All right, so any other question? Any other question? Any other question? The class recording should be sent as soon as possible. Yes, I will advocate
When are
for
we
that.
supposed to
How many
Please,
slides are
Wait,
we
are we
to
supposed to just send
submit
you the link
now?
for assignment? Or are we supposed to just bring it?
So just gather it. Just gather it. Once there's a form to submit, because you're going to submit it. Once the admin sends a form to submit, you need to submit it. But in the meantime, once you're done, just export it and send it on the WhatsApp group chat the way you sent just the first screen, so that I
How
can
many
make
slides are we adding?
How many slides? I can't tell you how many, because it's you that is doing the registration. It's you that know how many you want to do. Now, for me, this is my login page. This my sign up is just one screen. For some people, it might be more than one, because I've seen sign up where you ask some people, they'll ask for their personal details, they'll ask for their home address, they'll ask for all of those things, they'll ask for BVN, especially for people doing finance, BVN and all of that. So your screen, your sign up screen might be more than one. Now, when your sign up screen is more than one, see something. You guys don't want me to go quick. I'll soon run. Once it's more than one, you can see what you need to do for it. You can see that this is more than one, but this is how I did it. Step 1 of 2, because I have 2 screens. So this is the first screen, 1 of 1. Then this is 2 of 2, where I get to ask their address, the state, local government, the city, and where they need to sign their order, anything they need to sign on their privacy and terms and condition, then they sign in. So if it's more than one, your login is more than one, you need to make sure that you ensure that you tell them that it's more than one page, so they should know how many steps they need to continue to complete it.
So sorry that I'm cutting you in.
Right,
Please, one
ma'am.
more question. There are
Okay.
some sign up page that you will see sign up with Google, sign up with Facebook, that it will just take the Google details or Facebook details. Can we design
This
something
is
like
it. Yes, you can design something like that. This is it now. This is it. You just need to add this one to your sign up. Then down, you still do the same thing. Use Facebook icon and put here instead of Google icon, and put it below. Now, some people used to do it the short version where you make it 2. You shorten it. This is long. You can shorten it and just put the Google icon, put the Facebook icon, and put any other icon you want to put. Just icon without text. So anyhow you want to do it. You are the one. You're in control of your assignments. I'm not limiting you. If you want to look for very fine sign up online and replicate it, that's for your own. It's for your own learning speed and process. It's going to be fine. So that's why I can't tell you, give me 15 screens, give me 20 screens, because some people's own will be more than that. Some people verification process might include putting different things. So what am I to say? Don't give me. So do it like you want your app to be. Remember, it's your own app you're building. So how you want your users to sign in, but ensure you put at the back of your mind usability. You put UX and think of the UX law, heuristic principle. Don't go and do something that'll be too bulky for users when they are signing up on your platform. Guys, I have just 3 more minutes to be here.
Yeah, sorry. One question I have to ask is that I'm looking at your screen from my my phone. I can't see the bar, that status bar on your this thing. Is that how it's supposed to be?
It's because you're using phone. Now, if you're using phone, I don't know if you can set it, but what I do is once I'm using any screen, I just set it, fit it to the screen itself. So your option might be on actual size. Okay, yeah, this is another way to do it, or you can fit it to screen. So I don't know if you can do it from your end, if you can fit it to your screen from your end.
For my phone, no, I can't.
You can't. So that means you have to view it with your laptop. But if you have Figma link, if you have Figma, like I said in the last class on your phone, it will be better because you can view it from your phone better than this.
Yeah, I'm viewing my phone. I'm saying that on the phone app, like on your.
I'm asking, do you have the Figma app? Do you have the Figma app?
Yeah, the app I'm using, yes, it's the app.
And the status bar is not showing.
It's not.
I don't know. Okay, I don't know why that is. I don't know why that is. I can't give an answer now because I can't even see it as you're saying it. So I don't know how I'm going to help with that. But as far as you can see every other thing, don't mind my own, work on your own.